Hey, what's up guys? This is A12 bringing you my week 2 of the PWC. And this week we're taking on Ashton's Winnipeg Jet Punches. And as you can see, he has a very scary team with the Iron Bundle, Annihilate, and Terra Dunsparce, all of which are very scary Pokemon. So in order to deal with this, we are bringing a choice-banded Terra Fairy Horse Paldean with the Terra Blast, Close Combat, Iron Head, and Earthquake. The reason for this set is he does not have a very good fairy switch-in, so I'm just expecting to generally use this to break through his team. The next Pokemon we're bringing is a Heavy Duty Boots Lapras, which is pretty standard with the Body Press, Parashong, Rest, Sleep Talk. Reason for it is we don't like Iron Bundle. we just really don't like Iron Bundle, and it's a very good Iron Bundle counter in this matchup. The next Pokemon we're bringing is a Chople Iron Treads with the Stealth Rock, Iron Head, Mega Horn, and Rapid Spit. The reason why we're bringing Chople on this set is that I'm planning on using this primarily to scare out the Iron Crown, and in order to do that, since Iron Crown has access to Focus Blast, I need to have the Chople so that it can take those hits. So the next Pokemon we're bringing is a pretty standard Choice Scarf, Samurott Hisuian. Reasoning for it's simple, he doesn't have very good removers, so I'm just planning on continually spiking to slowly chip down his team. And the next Pokemon we're bringing is pretty standard Choice Spec Sladios with the Draco Meteor, Trick, Shadow Ball, Luster Purge. After the Dunsparce, Terras, he does not have a great Shadow Ball switch-in, so I'm just planning on using this to apply pressure to his team. And the last Pokemon we're bringing is our Heat set of the week, and that is the Gengar, which is Focus Sash with the Toxic Spikes, Focus Blast, Will-O-Wisp, and Painsplit, with a considerable amount of defense investment. Now, the reason we're bringing this is I'm very scared of Ting-Lu, so it can just generally check the Ting-Lu very well with the Painsplit and Will-O-Wisp, and it can actually force Ting-Lu to trade with it 1-for-1. So that's my team, and let's get into this match. So my opponent caught me off guard a lot with what he brought. I didn't expect the Skunk Tank to come, so unfortunately my Will-O-Wisp Gengar isn't going to be able to do as much work as I initially hoped. In terms of expected leads, he's probably going to lead either the Ting-Lu or the Bundle. I think either way, I should generally be okay with leading either my Tauros Paldean or my Gengar. Time's ticking down. I think I'm going to lead my Gengar, just because I can get a Will-O-Wisp off and generally hit whatever he has kind of hard. I've been playing so much Showdown compared to Wi-Fi, I completely forgot how little time you have to pick your team. So, a little bit rushed. I hope I don't regret that later. I think Gengar should be good. I don't think he's going to lead Skunk Tank. As he leads Skunk Tank. Hey! Oh, so I should have led my Tauros. Oh well. So I'm like a sashed Gengar. I could Will-O-Wisp this to neuter it. I mean, my switch to Paldean Tauros is kind of obvious, but I think I'm still gonna make that play as Tauros just generally hits his team very hard, and I could just fire off an Earthquake. I don't think he brought. Yeah, he didn't bring a immunity, so even if he goes for like Toxic or something, I should still be okay. So I'm just gonna switch out. I don't know what the Skunk Tank really wants to do. I know very little about Skunk Tank, which is kind of scary. As he substitutes. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what the Skunk Tank is planning on doing to me. I know it's not his Terra user, so I guess I'll just fire off an Earthquake. He doesn't really have a Earthquake switch-in. So here, I don't know what he does. Maybe he's like Sub-Toxic? Sub-Protect Toxic? Yeah, he's probably like Sub-Protect Toxic or something. Let me think. Sub-Protect Toxic. Yeah, I don't know what that other move would be. Probably a dark move to hit my Gengar, I would assume. So my Tauros is going to take a little bit of chip, a little unfortunate, but I think it should still be okay in that situation. If he's like Sub-Protect Toxic Dark move, I could go out into my Treads. Since I don't believe he brought the Iron Crown, which is the main thing I brought Treads to check, so I think I'm just going to go immediately out into my Iron Treads and just check this with the Treads. I don't think he's going to run a Fire move. I don't think Fire move makes a lot of sense. So let's see what he does. He Toxics like I somewhat expected. Okay, so I bring Treads out. I assume he's just going to protect here just to get the leftovers recovery. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up my Stealth Rock and play from there. Yeah, since he did not bring the Iron Crown, I don't have to worry about, I don't need my Treads as badly, which is good. So I'm just going to get my Stealth Rock. I assume he goes like Dark Pulse or something. Yeah, he goes Dark Pulse. That'll do a little bit, not a lot. Yeah, it doesn't do very much. So I get my Stealth Rock out, so that'll be very nice for Chip against this team. So here I'm just gonna Iron Head. I didn't bring a ground move, I really did not expect this Skunk Tank to come. But, oh well. Skunk Tank did come, and I didn't prep for it. But that should be fine. Skunk Tank, it's going to be able to probably take out a couple things in the process, but it won't be that scary. So I Iron Head, break his substitute. I assume he just Dark Pulses again. Show me the Dark Pulse. Yeah, he Dark Pulses again. He's probably going to protect this turn, just to scout out if my Iron Treads is Earthquake. So I'm just going to fire off. I could switch out very aggressively. But I don't think I really have a reason to do that here. I'm fine with Treads going down. He didn't bring the Iron Crown, so Treads isn't as necessary as it could have been. Like, I brought my Treads specifically for Iron Crown, so with that not there, no reason to preserve Treads. He's probably going to think about this for a while. If I were him, I would protect the Scout to see whether I am the Earthquake set. He might just auto-assume I am an Earthquake set and double out into something like Tinglu. But I don't think that's his best set of plays, nor do I think that's what he's going to do here. That is what he does. Okay, he just assumes that. So he thinks that I'm an Earthquake set, so that's good. As he goes out this, is this going to be like a physically okay, he's that item. Yeah, he's Kova Cloak. So I'm just going to go out into this Hisuian Samurott. Hisuian Samurott can take anything the Slowking wants to go for, and fire off a Ceaseless Edge, and I can just continually get that chip. So, Slowking, got it. I assume he Chilly Receptions, and Chilly Receptions probably out into his Skunk Tank again, and gets up a sub. I assume it's like a physically defensive Skunk Tank to check my thing, but that's fine. I'm fine with that series of plays playing out. I don't think he's going to Scald here, because, I mean, my switch is super obvious, but we'll see if he does. If he Scalds, I'll probably Ceaseless Edge him after. Yeah, as he goes for the safe Chilly Reception, I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't really need, like, no matter what he goes out into, I could pretty safely flip turn. Like, if he goes out into Skunk Tank, I just flip turn and get nice chip off on it. If he goes out into the bundle, I could threaten him with a Sacred Sword if he isn't a boot set. I assume he is a boot set in this matchup, but actually no, he has Hail Up, so I can't do that. With the defense boost, Sacred Sword isn't going to be able to kill, but that's fine. He probably still goes out into bundle here. Actually no, he's either going to go out into bundle or he's going to go out into the thing. Blue, who's that? Oh, that's Annihilate, okay. I'm not very scared of this Annihilate in general. I could Ceaseless Edge, get up spikes, or I could just make the aggressive play out into... Actually, I could go the aggressive play out into my Spook, predicting the close combat, or I could go out into my Help, the Paldean Tauros. I think I'm going to go out into my Paldean Tauros. I don't necessarily need a Paldean Tauros healthy for anything. Especially since Crown didn't come, so my Stab Fairy move is just going to be able to run through this. As he goes U-turn, fair enough, fair enough. So he's bringing like a very pivot-oriented moveset. He's not bringing... So I'm assuming this is like a Scarf Annihilate, because otherwise that would be a very confusing set of plays. So Annihilate, probably Scarfed. So that'll be good, so that means my Toxic Spikes will be able to get that continual chip. I don't know what he's going to go out into here. He might go out into the Dunsparce if he is Terra Fairy, which I'm expecting in this matchup. As he goes out into this. I mean, like I assume he's scouting for my Terra, but if I get a chip off on this, that would be really good for my team. I mean, I assume he's just I assume he's probably going to go for the flip turn. Or not the flip turn, the Chilly Reception. But I think either way, Terra Blast is free. So I'm just going to Terra Blast. He didn't bring the Iron Crown. And I also get to see whether his Slowking is like a physically defensive variant. I don't think it will be, but it might be. I don't know. Actually, no, if he probably is, it's because he knows I have an Entei, and he probably brought Slowking specifically for Entei. So I Terra Blast. This will do a large chunk. I'm like a Choice Band, Paldean Tauros. As he reveals he is like a max physically defensive set, and he Scalds. That does a lot. Okay. Okay, so he's like max physically defensive Slowking. Good to know. That means that's actually going to be a huge problem for my team. Is because I didn't bring good ways to hit the Slowking, as I did not bring Shadow Ball on my Gengar, and as I opted to go for like a more defensive-oriented Painsplit variant. So hopefully the game doesn't come down to me just not bringing ways to hit Slowking, but I think I should still be generally okay around this, as he doesn't have great Hisuian Samurott checks. Please no burn, please no burn. No burn indeed. So I'm just going to Ceaseless Edge here. Pretty free against his team. I could Ceaseless Edge or I could Flip Turn, predicting the Skunk Tank to come in. No, even if the Skunk Tank comes in, I'm okay with getting Ceaseless Edge off to get more hazards, as his Annihilate is probably going to be like a Scarf Annihilate, just off of his U-turn, and the way how confidently he pressed that U-turn. He's definitely going out in Skunk Tank here, but that's fine. He revealed he is not defog on his Skunk Tank, and he has no remover, so Spikes will be here to stay. So he's going to think about this for a while. He may... I don't think he's going to aggressively stay in. I mean, he might aggressively stay in, predicting my flip turn, but that just feels like a net loss no matter what for him. Yeah, I assume this is going to be Skunk Tank. Pepe, I assume that's Skunk Tank. Indeed. So he takes that Rocks damage, and I get Ceaseless Edge off. So I get more layers of Spikes, which will be very annoying for him to deal with, as, as he didn't bring any removal. I assume he, like, subs. Yeah, he probably subs here. I mean, this is my... I'm okay with my Treads going down. Treads isn't that necessary in this matchup. Like, it's nice, because he has Tinglu, but I feel like I have decent ways to deal with the Tinglu. As he protects. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go out into the Hisuian Samurott. If he protects, he protects. I'm doing this aggressively, predicting the Slowking to come in. But even if he protects, that's not the end of the world. I still just Flip Turn in his face. As he protects, yeah, fine. So I'll just Flip Turn in his face. As that does a decent chunk. And I'll just go immediately out into my Treads again. If he Dark Pulses, he Dark Pulses, that's fine. As he Toxics, okay. Now here I'll Mega Horn, even though I feel like his Protect is obvious, but that's fine. He might fear me doubling out into the Hisuian Samurott again, as he does. Yeah, he feared me doubling out into the Hisuian Samurott again, which I did not do. So his Skunk Tank going down is really big, as now Toxic Spikes are going to be a big issue for him once I eventually get that up. as I assume it's going to go down. Yeah, so it goes down to the treads. So, did I just lose treads? No, I didn't lose treads. Okay, good. I was nervous I lost treads for a second just because losing my spinner in the Ting-Lu matchup would not be good. Especially since I brought Sash on my Gengar. I brought like Boots users and Levitate mons, but still, Iron Treads is very annoying to deal with if you don't have removal. That's a new Pokemon. As he goes out into the Dunsparce. Is this Boots? It is not Boots, okay. So as he takes that chip. Yeah, I'm just gonna go out into my Gengar and get up my Toxic Spikes, as there's very little this Dunsparce can really do to me. Even if he like Earthquakes in my face, I could just Painsplit him back. And also, I don't necessarily need Gengar for anything really. My Gengar was more there specifically just to get my spikes off. As he coils, okay, fine. I'm a Painsplit variant, so Coil is not going to be very scary for my team. As these leftovers, okay. I assume he like Terra's here, predicting my Focus Blast, so I'm just gonna get up Toxic Spikes. There's no reason for me not to. I mean, I could Will-Wisp this, but I feel like the Toxic Spikes are more valuable. Actually, no, that was a mistake. What I should have done was I should have Will-Wisped, then I should have gotten my Toxic Spikes off. And, yeah. And then I should Painsplit. Oh well. That's fine. I'm gonna lose my Gengar, but I'll get my Toxic Spikes up. Let's see Earthquakes. He'll bring me down to Sash, perfectly fine. And he actually... Oh! Disabled! Interesting, interesting. So he's Curse Roost, I assume like the normal move. He might not have a way to hit my Spooky actually, without Earthquake. So I'm just gonna Painsplit. He might bring out Ting-Lu. Yeah, he's probably what, right now what's happening in his commentary likely is he's likely just massively complaining about the getting disabled on Earthquake. Show me the Terra Fairy. Terra Steel. Oh, I could have brought a much different set then. Oh well. So I Painsplit, bring him down a little bit as he roosts. Okay, since he is Terra Steel, I'm just gonna Will-Wisp here, as the Will-Wisp will be nice for just general chip and lowering his attack. Actually, wait, am I gonna lose to this? No. I could always just trick it. He's likely just gonna spam Roost, fearing my Focus Blast, but it's fine. So I burn his thing. So Gengar, even though he brought the Skunk Tank, since I was able to take Skunk Tank out early, this Gengar is going to be able to do a lot of work to his team, which is really good. When I saw the Skunk Tank, I was so nervous about my Gengar bring, but it's working out. As it should be able to 1v1 this variant, as I am Focus Blast. I assume he knows that I'm Focus Blast, because not bringing Focus Blast in the Dunsparce matchup as a Gengar is kind of dumb. But let's see, does he Coil? Or does he just Roost? He just Roosts, okay. Fine. I assume he's just roosting until he gets his thing back. His Earthquake. His move's no longer disabled, no! That's fine. He shouldn't be able to kill at +1. So I'll just Focus Blast twice and take this out if he does decide to stay on. I don't think he should. Am I gonna miss? Yeah, I miss. I miss at the worst time to miss Focus Blast. Oh no. That's unfortunate. But Yeah, that was like the worst possible timing to miss Focus Blast. I think I should still be able to remain out of the next Earthquake range with its Painsplit, but yeah, I remain out of the Earthquake range with that Painsplit. And he's actually in Focus Blast range right now, so Focus Blast will be able to take him out if he stays in. So this Gengar doing way more work than I thought it would do. Like, I didn't expect him to take out the Dead Unsparce here, but looks like it might. If I hit this Focus Blast, which is a very big if, and if he stays in, which is also a big if, as he might just go out into the Tinglu. Yeah, as he goes out into Tinglu, preserving preserving his Dead Unsparce, which makes a lot of sense. Losing the Terra user early would be very bad for him. So I Focus Blast. It'll do basically nothing. I think I revealed my full set, so he knows that I am not, whatchamacallit. Yeah, he knows that I am not the, thing. He probably Skulls here. Either way, I think Hisuian Samurot's my play, as I could Ceaseless Edge and get another layer of spikes off, as, since he brought a lot of leftovers Pokemon, so, these spikes are gonna very much add up very quickly. Like, even if he burns on the Scald, I am perfectly fine with that. Like, I just I just want to keep on getting layers of spikes until he just runs out of potential switches. Ice Beam. No freeze, no freeze. No freeze indeed. Okay, so I could flip turn here, predicting the Tinglu. I don't think I have reason to, though, as I still have my Iron Treads to just Rapid Spin whenever it wants to get off. So I'm just going to Ceaseless Edge, get up another layer of spikes. His Tinglu is definitely coming in right now. I could have made the aggressive play and flip turned, but I just don't think I have any reason to. Yeah. As I just keep on, it's because if I could force him into a situation where he only has the Soul King as his last Pokemon, he'll end up losing this game. So I think that's what I'm going to play towards and use Spikes to slowly chip down. No! Spikes misses! Oh. I could have taken out the Slow King there, which was his only check to my Gengar. Oh, that is unfortunate. Oh well. RNG is going to RNG, and I'd rather miss Spikes there, as I still feel like I'm in a winning position. Like, not a one-game situation, but in a position where he's a little bit down. So I assume that is... Okay, so that's that. So he's going to take the Spikes, the Rocks, and the Toxic Poison. He probably just U-turns, but that's fine. He's taking a lot of chip on this Annihilate. So I'm fine with sacking my Gengar here. I assume he's like a Scarf Annihilate, so he'll be able to outspeed my Hisuian Samurott, as Scarf Annihilate is faster than Scarf Hisuian Samurott. But that's fine. He's only going to be able to switch in so many more times. Ideally, he makes the very ballsy close combat here. I don't think he will, as he has no reason to, but we'll see. I assume he U-turns, and U-turn shouldn't be able to take out. Yeah, it doesn't take out my Gengar as Quad Resist. So, Gengar being the surprisingly defensive pivot in this matchup. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I drafted Gengar, was it has such a unique resist profile. Like, I assume he's just going to Chilly Reception and bring out his Annihilate, but he can only do that so many more times, as the spikes are really adding up. And also, I am sure he'll eventually get into Sucker Punch range. Please no burn. Please no burn. No burn. Okay. So I'm just going to Ceaseless Edge here, get my another layer of spikes. As I only need one more until I have max layers on multiple... Oh, I'm really sorry to my opponent. I mean, this Slow King would have been dead had I hit that Ceaseless Edge prior, so I don't feel that badly. But still, it's always painful when you miss Focus Blast in a situation where it would kill a Pokemon. But, yeah. I net don't feel badly though, as 5% chance for Ceaseless Edge miss is much lower than Focus Miss's 30% chance of missing. Yes! He is a boots on Tinglu. His Tinglu is going to take so much shit. Okay. So I get my last layer of spikes off, which is good. Yeah. So I basically have all my hazards on the field. Now here, I could sack off my Iron Shreds here, which I think I'm going to do in order to create an opportunity to bring either my Latios or my Tauros in, as there's a chance he might just get up his own hazards here. And if he does that, I could just spin them immediately. Yeah, he gets up his own hazards, so I'll just be able to spin them immediately. As I assume he doesn't... Yeah, I assume he won't go out into the Annihilate, as he does not have many more potential switches for that. I mean, he might. I don't think it's a good play on his end, but definitely possible. So I just get my Rapid Spin off. And I assume he takes out... Yeah, I assume he takes out Treads here. That's fine. So Treads goes down, but Treads did what it needed to. It got rocks off, and it got hazards off the field, and with all this damage this Tinglu is taking, it is no longer a threat, as it's basically in the red right now, and it'll die the next time it comes in. So I'll just go out into my Paldean Tauros and fire off the very powerful Terra Blast, which he does not have a good switch in for. As he has to take a sack here, and I assume it's going to be the Tauros. Oh, is this actually not going to kill? Please kill. Please kill. Please kill. It kills. Okay, good. So I don't have to worry about hazards. Well, he has to worry about basically every single piece of hazards on the field. So Tinglu is gone, so that is really good for me. No hazards to worry about. In terms of what he does here, I assume he goes down to the Slowking. Pretty safe play on his end. If he goes down to Slowking, I might just Terra Blast again in the off chance he Scalds. But, actually I would have to think about that more. Oh, I don't think that was a good play on his end, if this is like Scarf. Is Rage Fist even going to be able to kill my Tauros from here? Yeah, Rage Fist isn't going to be able to kill my Tauros from here, unless he's like Adamant. Which if he's Adamant, my thing will be able to kill... Oh, no, Shadow Claw will be able to kill my Tauros. Okay, so Tauros goes down, fine. Actually, wait, did I need Tauros for, did I need... No, I don't need Tauros for the thing, because I could always trick it, and I could always Perish Song it. So, Annihilate is basically... I just want to take a look at what he... Oh, I can't take a look at what he has left. I'm fine with just bringing out Hammerot and Sucker Punching. Okay. Okay, so he preserves that as sack fodder. Fine. As he goes out into the Dunsparce, probably trying to get a Roost off, but his Dunsparce will basically always lose to my Gengar variant. His Annihilate definitely goes down the next time it comes in. So Annihilate is gone. Skunk Tank is gone. All he has is a Slowking, the Bundle, and the Dunsparce, which the Dunsparce is very much low right now. I'm just going to go out into my Gengar. If he aggressively goes for Earthquake, he loses the Dunsparce. If he goes for Roost, I just Painsplit back. So he goes for Roost, so I'm just going to Painsplit him. He might sack off Annihilate here, but that's fine if he does that. I assume he sacks off Annihilate this turn, as my Painsplit is super obvious, but I'm still going to go for Painsplit, as, yeah, no reason not to. It keeps me out of Focus Blast range, it keeps me out of Earthquake range, and I could always just Focus Blast. Is he going to bring out Glowking, or is he going to sack off Annihilate? Okay, he brings out Glowking. So I Painsplit this, get a little bit of health back. Yeah, he's running out of switches to my Latios. So I think I'm almost in a situation where I could just Draco a few times per game. Or Shadow Ball. as I think Shadow Ball is going to do more to the Dunsparce. So I'm just going to go Latios. Scald, won't do very much. And here, I could Draco Meteor or I can Shadow Ball. I think I'm just going to Shadow Ball, as Shadow Ball will do more to the Dunsparce. Actually no, Draco Meteor probably did more. Oh well. Either way, I don't think the Dunsparce is going to be able to take multiple Draco Meteor, multiple Shadow Balls at its current range with Spike's damage. If it does, that surprises me, but we'll see. I assume he either sacks off Annihilate here, or he does the calc, see the Dunsparce lives, and goes into the Dunsparce. I don't know what he's going to do. There's no way he stays in. Yeah, there's no way he stayed in there. I assume he's sacking off Annihilate? Is that Annihilate, I assume? No. Okay. Am I going to take out this Dunsparce? I might, with 2 Spec Shadow Balls? Let's see, will I? I will take it out with 2 Spec Shadow Balls. Perfect. So he loses his Dunsparce to the very powerful Latios. And with Dunsparce gone, and with Annihilate essentially gone, I don't think he has a good way to win this game. As Glow King is just going to get walled by my Lapras for days. So the Dunsparce, down. Perfect. Perfect. So all he has left is the Slow King and the Iron Bundle, as Annihilate dies when it returns to hazards. I don't think there's any way he wins this game. Come on, die to Spikes, die to Spikes. Yep, Spikes take it out. Ceaseless Edge doing work. And here he has to go out into Bundle. But the thing is with him, if he goes out into Bundle, he still loses, because my Lapras basically walls most of the Pokemon he has left. I mean, I'll play it aggressively, even if it costs differential, just because I like playing more aggressive games. But we'll see. As he goes out, Shadow Ball might take this out. Ice Beam definitely doesn't take me out, and Shadow Ball might take this out, as he's like physically defensive. So Latios takes out another Pokemon. So all he has left is the Bundle, which will basically get destroyed by my Lapras. So yeah, Bundle has absolutely no way to touch Lapras. I could just Perish Song, and that will seal the game. Oh, I don't even have to Perish Song. I could just Body Press after he takes all that chip. Booster Energy, yeah, that's fine. He has absolutely no way to touch my Lapras, which is at max health. Like, even if he freezes, he loses, because the Toxic Poison will eventually take him out before anything else happens. Freeze Dry, that'll do nothing. Toxic Poison, and I just Body Press for game. So, good game to my opponent. We are off to a pretty solid start to the season. And you're just going to see Lapras get a quality kill off on this Bundle. Oh no, it doesn't kill. So, Gengar gets a kill. Hey, nice. The defensive Gengar doing work. So, yeah, good game to my opponent. I'm very glad my Gengar set worked, as I was very iffy about it. And see you guys next week.